Yo, what's going on? Welcome back.
We back.
Man, so Ratchet Tracy,
Yes, bullhead.
you said you are a daddy's girl.
Yes, I am.
Oh my God.
And you calling this daddy's girl syndrome. Now, I didn't know it was a syndrome, but I can say that I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it. And I think that has a lot to do with my mindset when it comes to relationships and all of that. Because first, I was my daddy's first daughter, only daughter, for a very long time. And he took me everywhere he went. So it was like I saw him more of a worker. You know what I mean? I was with him more.
You saw a man.
I saw a man.
Right.
And I wasn't with my mom all the time.
You saw your man. Well, he was your first man.
He was the man.
Right. The man
He
that
was
you saw.
the man.
And you was hoping that you were going to find a man just like him. Right?
I mean, certain aspects, like for example, my dad worked. He had his own business. He owned a nightclub. He had a horse corral. We had a ranch. He owned his house. Like,
oh, wow.
He had a car. Like, my dad was a manly man.
It sounded like he was busy, though.
Man, he was very busy. Very busy. Went at home a lot.
Oh, okay. So there we go. And that's one thing I wanted to address. You know, some women, not all, they want their man to be like their father. But this man is not going to be like your father.
Not exactly like.
Right.
But have some similarities.
I mean, hopefully. But for a man being compared to a woman's father, and I know that I don't have the same
characteristics.
There you go. That's a good word to use.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look, let me tell you something about something that I learned a long time ago from my Uncle Peanut.
Okay, come on, Uncle Peanut.
I love you, Uncle Peanut, from Chi-Town.
I got a cousin named Peanut. Shout out to Peanut.
Look, my Uncle Peanut used to tell me this back in the day. If you gonna make some money, I don't care if I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning shooting some marbles. I'm going to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning shooting some marbles to make some money.
Okay.
Okay? And that's how I was, or that's how I am. If I got to go, go be an extra in the movie, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be that extra in that movie. Because a lot of times you're sitting around just waiting for that one shot, but you're still getting paid. So for me, I've learned now that, that's a lot of extra work and you be tired a lot. And, but I'm not your daddy.
So the question on the table, let's clarify for the people. Should a woman want her man to be like her daddy? Make sure y'all drop y'all answers in the comments. I think this is a very good topic.
That's a good question.
Good topic. And again, I'm going to say that we're doing our percentages. So let's say about 70% of daddy's girls or women who have grew up with their father definitely set a standard. We're not even going to call it be like. For me, I'm not going to say be like. I know you're saying be like, but there's a standard. You know what I mean? And then on the opposite side of that, there are men who won't date a woman if her daddy ain't in her life. You know what I mean? So,
and just like there's some that won't date a woman whose father is in her life.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we got both of those.
It's and then you got the fake daddy syndrome.
Uh-oh.
So if you don't really know your daddy,
Oh yeah.
then how you going to compare the guy that you're talking to be like the
fake
daddy you
image.
don't know?
Yes, the fake image daddy
Right.
that you made up in your head by watching TV.
In your head.
Yeah.
And
I know
most of the time, it's
I know
in
some of
your
them.
head.
I know some of them ladies. Shout out to
Right.
y'all.
Yeah. I mean, it's in your head.
Most of them are single.
Right. And, you know, a lot of times those are the ones who, after things don't work out, they keep them kids away from them men.
Oh,
Because they upset or they like, you know, he was supposed to take care of me like my daddy did.
Right. But your daddy didn't even take care of you.
Right.
Oh, that's a word, boy.
I'm just saying,
that's
though.
That's a word right there.
I mean, think about this. I mean, you know, a lot of women these days want a man who makes $100,000, but your daddy didn't make $100,000.
Now, my daddy made $100,000 and some.
So he was one of the part of the 7%.
Baby, he was a part of the 7%, and that's why I say I know I'm hard. I'm pressure. Baby, I ain't talking about looks, none of that, but I'm pressure mentally.
Oh,
on
wow.
the man, mentally, because you ain't gonna be able to have step at all with Ratchet Chase.
But
baby.
what's the chance that you're going to find a man that does everything that you just said? He got a farm. He's just got multiple streams of income. He's always working.
Hold on, but here's the kicker, right? Because ladies, and this is also a topic that we talk about. Ladies, we want a man that's like that. You know we want a man that's like that. But here's the kicker. My daddy was a cheater. He took care of multiple homes.
He was a Rolling Stone.
He was a Rolling Stone. So one of the things that women don't realize as a culture, I'm gonna say, is that you might want that man that's making $100K, but if he can afford to take care of multiple people and you,
hell, that's damn near Superman.
Hey, but if you break up with that man, that's on you. You can't put that on that man. Now all of a sudden you ain't want a cheater. You either don't want a cheater. He could be at the bus stop. I know a couple of homeless niggas right now downtown.
Yeah.
He is faithful. You hear me? But I bet you ain't finna super mom. But
No.
a man that makes $100K for me, I feel like if he can afford to take care of multiple homes and keep his woman happy, hey.
You know,
And again, that's daddy syndrome. Cause see, I was with my daddy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm riding with the man on that.
oh
Yeah.
my God. You know, it's so funny. My grandfather was accused of being a cheater. But he never had no outside kids.
Okay. He had a good pull-out game.
And he wasn't making $100,000 back then.
Okay.
But he was probably making about the equivalent of what $100,000 is now.
Facts. That's
Like
facts.
my grandmother and grandfather had 18 children together. And all them kids got taken care of
Yep.
on one income, which was my granddaddy's income. And, you know, I've heard other things about my grandfather that I didn't like. But I never saw that. All I saw was a man that everyone depended on. Because, you know, when you do marry a man and you got, hopefully you're married to him, you become a dependent.
To the man.
Because these people, all these people that he's helped create and live with are dependent on him.
On him. Come
That's
on,
where the word dependent comes from.
That's what the word
And see, people look at it
means.
like a negative thing, like I ain't nobody's dependent.
True.
Yes, you were.
Okay.
Look, if you was
was
look,
a
if
dependent.
you was a breastfed baby back in the day, you was dependent on that milk.
You sure was. All 5 of my children was breastfed.
Yeah.
These are 5-star titties right here. I tried to
And I tell you what, I was a breastfed
5
baby
babies.
for 2 years.
Not.
Look, that's what my mama told me, and my mama never lied to me about nothing.
So you a titty baby.
I was a titty man.
Oh, that's what wrong with him, Lord.
Matter of
Jesus,
fact,
boy.
look, the story goes like this too. Me and my brother, I call him Crabhead.
Oh, God.
We used to fight over the tit.
Oh, no.
And I had the right tit and he had the left tit. He didn't like the left tit. He wanted the right tit. So me and him, we used to fight over that right tit.
Oh, because the right tit got the best milk in it on that side.
I don't know.
My kids' favorite the right titty, too. I wonder what that's about.
Well, I was the first too. So, you know, I was sucking on that tit before he was sucking on any titties.
I'm mad that your mama let you suck on her titty till you was 2 years old.
Hey, look, you know what? I was one of the healthiest kids you could ever see in life growing up.
Shout out to the titty milker. My children was healthy too. I mean, hey. Nah.
I mean, I never got sick until I joined the military with all those shit. You can't even say the damn words no more because you get canceled.
Oh, Lord.
But you know them things they jab inside of you? I went through like 18 different jabs. Got sick as a dog.
Sick as a dog. Speaking of dog, I want to shout out to my puppy. Ratchet Tracy has a new pet. This is my new baby. Basically, I'm going through empty nest syndrome.
Oh,
I have
okay.
the final kid of my 5 about to ready to graduate.
Well, hey there, little, what's her name?
This is Tennessee Whiskey.
Tennessee Whiskey.
Or you can call her Whiskey for short. Say, hey, Whiskey. She's such a photogenic little Pomeranian.
Wow, she looks like she's like just spoiled and everything.
She spoiled or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna be hitting the street stuff from now on. When y'all booking Ratchet Tracy, you gotta book me and Whiskey, okay?
I got you.
Now she gonna be a titty baby. You a titty baby? She said hell no. So go ahead. Would you want your daughter, before we get out of here, question is, would you want your daughter to have a standard or based on how you are as a man in her man? Would you want her to be that way?
For all of my daughters and granddaughters out there, let me tell you something. Be with the man that you like, who also likes you. It's not about the money. It's about just living and surviving. You know, just because somebody's a millionaire doesn't mean they're going to treat you right.
Okay.
And, you know, you could probably have just an average old Joe who will do better for you than a rich man will.
Then a rich man will.
But the key is
Lord.
finding you a husband and be with that husband for 3 or 4 years before you start having children.
Okay.
Because if you don't like his ass or if he don't like you, y'all can get divorced and move on. We'll be right back.
Just like that.